Hi, I'm Bhumika Indulia. Welcome to the 16th episode of SEC Online Weekly Rewind. In this episode, we'll discuss all the latest updates of the week gone by. So let's begin with some news of Supreme Court. In a major order from last week, the Supreme Court has refused to interfere with the assessment scheme propounded by CBSE or ISE for the Class 12 students and has held that the stated schemes are fair and reasonable and take into account concerns of all students and is in larger public interest. The court also refused to interfere with the CBSE and ISE board's decisions to cancel Class 12 board exams and said that the fact that other boards or institutions have been able to conduct examination does not necessarily mean that these two boards were bound by that dispensation. In the related news, the Supreme Court has directed all the state boards to formulate the scheme for assessment of the students within 10 days of the order. Though the respective boards are free to formulate their own schemes, being autonomous and independent bodies, the court made clear that the scheme must provide for proper mechanism for redressal of disputes or grievance of the students after declaration of result, as has been done in the case of CBSE and ISE boards. Noticing that the Punjab and Haryana High Court have failed to consider that there were serious allegations against Punjab police in the Punjab gangster Jaipal Singh Bhullar encounter case, the Supreme Court has directed the High Court of Punjab and Haryana to reconsider its dismissal order with regard to request for second postmortem in the case of alleged police encounter of infamous gangster Jaipal Singh Bhullar. Jaipal Singh's father has alleged that his son had been mercilessly tortured to death by police under the guise of a fake encounter, and the body was handed over by the West Bengal authorities in the sealed box. Pursuant to Supreme Court order, the High Court has directed for the second postmortem. Moving on to the High Courts. In a very significant matter, the Madras High Court expressed that the usage of the position of advocate for other than just cause is nothing but an act of corrupt nature, which requires to be cut down by the sword held in the hands of statue of justice. In the said matter, an advocate indulged in an unruly and indisciplined behavior with the police personnel. Further, adding to a number of interesting observations by the court, the bench also stated, nowadays a few members, just to enrich themselves and for their selfish cause, throw to the winds the larger interest of the legal fraternity and cause irreparable damage to the other members of the legal profession by their acts. The Orissa High Court held that the practice of advocate's clerk filing affidavits on behalf of parties is unacceptable, and the said practice of in gross violation of Rule 26 of the Orissa High Court rules. The above observation was made in a case where two persons were arrested under Section 395 of the Penal Code and were seeking bail under Section 439 CRPC. The Punjab and Haryana High Court, while hearing a matter with regard to protection being sought by the father of two children who was in a relationship with a widow, made a very crucial observation that a man who did not legitimately end matrimonial alliance with the biological mother of his children before entering into a living relationship with another woman apparently lacked bona fides. The division bench of Calcutta High Court suo motu took up a matter in the larger public interest which was brought into the notice by Justice Shivkant Prasad, wherein he had noticed the disturbing news published in the daily Hindi newspaper Sanmarg regarding apprehension of waste of medicines worth ₹1 crore in Beliaghata ID Hospital. Bench in the said matter opined that the entire system has to be maintained with the help of information and technology in the era in which we are living. One needs to keep in mind that taxpayers' money of which the state is a trustee cannot be allowed to be wasted like this. The division bench of Meghalaya High Court decided on the question as to whether vaccination can at all be made mandatory and whether such mandatory action can adversely affect the right of a citizen to earn his or her livelihood. Court, while issuing directions in the interest of general public, observed that mandatory or forceful vaccination does not find any force in law and hence are to be declared as ultra vires ab initio. Moving on to the tribunals. CCI ordered DG investigation against Google in view of prima facie contravention of provisions of Competition Act. It was observed that the CCI is of the prima facie opinion that by making pre-installation of Google's proprietary apps, particularly Play Store, conditionally upon signing of Android compatibility commitments for all Android devices manufactured, distributed, marketed by device manufacturers, Google has reduced the ability and incentive of device manufacturers to develop and sell devices operating on alternative versions of Android, that is Android Fox, and thereby limited technical or scientific development relating to Google or services to the prejudice of consumers in contravention of Section 4, Subclause 2 of the Act. Moving on to the legislation updates. On June 22, 2021, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India issued extension of timeline till January 18, 2022 for compliance with the Food Safety and Standards, Food Product Standards and Food Additives 9th Amendment Regulations 2020. So that's all with the updates of 16th episode. Stay tuned for our next episode.